Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Colleen and this is Our Blessed Life, and today we are actually at home. Today is a school day, and we are also going to be doing some decluttering and starting to pack. So today Today is supposed to be the last day of our due diligence on our inspections for this house. However, they keep sending people to our house randomly. They're just showing up today, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. But yeah, so we're getting ready to start some school. We're gonna have some brunch in a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and work on some decluttering and some packing today.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down.
Okay, it is about 11 o'clock. We just finished brunch. Sophie has done her handwriting. Katie has not started school yet, but we are getting ready to do our morning time. So this week we're starting a new kind of rotation through our morning time. So for morning time we do, one day we do Bible, the next day we do history, and now we're adding a third thing, which is government, and we're using the mini unit from Gather Round Homeschool for that. All right, so this is the government mini unit. This is the teacher's guide. I printed this out last night. Sophie is going to be doing the early reader. She's just gonna do some like coloring sheets and things like that. Katie's just gonna listen. This is not for credit for her. She's already had government. I'm just adding this as just kind of a fun thing that we can all do together on an election year. So this is a mini unit. I think it only has 20 lessons. If you're interested in Gather Round Homeschool, I'm gonna put a link in the description box for two channels. One is Home Sweet Homeschool, and the other one is Simply Living It. Both of those ladies have a ton of content on Gather Round Homeschool, so you can get more information. We're going to be using this today, but I'm not going to do like a flip through or anything. We don't have a lot of experience with Gather Round. We did use their Christmas mini unit this past year at Christmas, and we did enjoy that. All right, so when did government begin? The first place we are going to visit is way back in time. We're going to a time before any government we know existed, to see if we can figure out how government started.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air.
All right, we just about finished school. We decided to go ahead and watch the movie Pride and Prejudice because Katie has read that book for language arts, and she's doing the honors book study. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and heat up some lasagna rolls, and then we're gonna watch that movie. And we're still gonna try to get a little bit of packing and decluttering in today as well. Okay, it's the next day. We really didn't get nearly as much accomplished yesterday as what I planned to do. After we watched the Pride and Prejudice movie, not a lot actually productive really happened yesterday. So we quit filming after supper, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick it back up today. We're getting ready to make some breakfast. We are still in the middle of the inspection process with this house, and we were planning to do some decluttering and packing yesterday, but we just have never gotten the list of inspection items. Today's the last day, so we're hoping to go ahead and hear this morning on what the buyers want fixed. It's honestly starting to make me a little nervous that they're thinking about backing out, so we'll just have to see how that ends up going, but hopefully we'll hear back from them today, have a little bit more of a confidence level that we can go ahead and start packing, because that was something that I wanted to start this week. And we will, and Sophie also has an evaluation today for OT. Because of us moving, she needed to be reevaluated in pretty much everything. She's already had speech and PT done, so today she's gonna have her OT evaluation. So that's what we have going on today. breakfast fail this morning. So I had quit doing grocery pickups kind of back a little while into this whole pandemic because, you know, my experiences were not really good with it, because I would order the groceries and then I would go do the pickup, whether it be Walmart or a grocery store or whatever. And a lot of times what would happen is the stuff that I ordered, they would not have in stock, but then they wouldn't tell me until I picked it up. So then I ended up having to go to another store anyway, or in some cases nothing would be on stock online, so I would know ahead of time. And so today I am trying grocery pickup again from Walmart, and I put the order in on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. We finally get it this afternoon, so we have been out of groceries. So we are at Starbucks ordering the breakfast this morning until we can get our groceries this afternoon. You did your handwriting? Good job. All right, so we are folding some clothes. Today has been a crazy day, like super emotional, ups and downs, just crazy. The buyer that we're dealing with has been extremely difficult. So we came to terms with him on June 29th. We've had inspections. I think I mentioned this in one of the vlogs, possibly even I think the beginning of this vlog. This is another day. But we had people coming in our house, on our house, under our house. After honestly what was a really good inspection. This house is only 8 years old. Really has never had any problems. We had a pretty clean inspection when we bought it just a year ago, and we've had no issues since. But apparently there were a couple of nail pops on the roof, and that led the buyer to get a roofing contractor out here. The roofing contractor said there was hail damage and then the entire roof needed to be replaced. His realtor didn't believe that because of the age of the roof and the fact that there's been no hailstorms in the past year in our area. So she had two other roofers come out who said that that was completely ridiculous, and one of them, actually, when I talked to him when he came to the door, he actually laughed at that. However, the buyer wouldn't give that up. Like, he wanted an extreme price reduction on the house on the basis of this supposed hail damage and the fact that there was going to need to be a new roof. And obviously, we don't really believe that he thinks that there was hail damage. We just think that he wanted a way to try to lower the price of the house. So it's been some back and forth all day long. We honestly thought our deal was going to completely fall apart, which obviously would affect the other side, which is our move to Hilton Head and the house that we have under contract there, with it being such a hot market. If our house, the house that we live in now, were to fall through, that one would immediately fall through as well, because they would need to get their house back on the market. And it has been so just terrible the past few days that we were just kind of like, you know, if this falls through, are we even going to put our house back on the market? Are we just done with this because of just dealing with just completely dishonest people? Particularly that one roofer who we could not even find online. We couldn't even find his business. He showed up in a regular car, no anything to identify him as a roofer, no uniform, no business card, nothing on the side of his car talking about his business or anything like that. So we kind of feel a little bit like we've been played there, as if maybe there's collusion going on between the buyer and the roofer, you know, for the purpose of just driving down the price of our house. So there was another situation in the master bathroom where he wanted the shower pan to be replaced. There was evidence of a previous leak. There was some water staining on the drywall underneath the master bathroom. So we agreed to a concession there just out of an abundance of caution. But we did hire a plumber. The plumber tried to force a leak by like plugging up the drain and just holding water on it for a long period of time. And everything that he did, he could not get the thing to leak. So there is no active leak according to the plumber. We had documentation of that. But like I said, none of that really mattered. It was just kind of like he had his one guy say the one thing, and that's what he needed. So I have said in earlier vlogs that our agreement that we had with them included the ability for us to stay in this house through August 29th. And we found out that on our other house that we're moving to in Hilton Head, that we really were probably going to be able to close around the 24th. So we had a place to stay until we were going to be able to close on that house. So in the process of all the stuff that happened today, he took that away. So we now have to be out of this house within 48 hours of closing on this house. So basically July 31st. We don't have anywhere to be until August 24th. So we're trying to figure out like logistics, where we're gonna go and all that kind of stuff. So he went back on his word there. And so it's just been like really, really crazy. So all that to say, the bomb that has just been dropped on us. First, we thought the bomb that had been dropped on us was that this sale had fallen through and we were not gonna be able to buy the house that we wanted to buy in Hilton Head as a result. But it turns out that it's not quite that bad. The bomb that has been dropped on us instead is that we thought we had 6 weeks to move. We actually have 2 weeks to move.
And we haven't packed anything.
Or 2 weeks and 1 day, right?
15 days. So
15 days. So we have not packed anything other than a couple of boxes. We packed one box of the girls' like hanging winter clothes and one box of like regular winter clothes of theirs. And we did that because we just really were a little concerned about this buyer. Like I have always felt a little weird, and just like that there was something coming, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to have our whole house packed up and then have everything fall apart. So now we got to kind of get busy. So tonight we are going to go and work on our garage. So we're basically becoming minimalists in this move as well. So I'm going to need to go revisit some of my friend Erica's videos. I'm going to link her channel up top if you're interested in minimalism. But anyway, that's what her channel is about. I love her videos. But we are moving from 4,000 square feet, including our office space above our detached garage, 3,600 square feet in our house, down to 2,400 square feet. And we do have a detached garage, but there is no office space. It's just like a regular garage. It's also a little bit smaller than our garage. So we've got to really prioritize what is being sold, what is going to Goodwill or whatever. So that's what we're getting ready to start doing in the garage. Tomorrow we've got to figure out how we're gonna actually move, getting a pod. I don't even know at this point because we have very little time to kind of get all of this to come together, thanks to our buyer. So we just got the paperwork to sign, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign that, and then we're gonna get started in the garage. And tomorrow, hopefully, we're gonna figure out like where we're going and how we're getting there as far as the move. So like I said, we've just really lost a lot of time, so we gotta figure things out very quickly. Friends, we'd love to pray for you. If we can pray for you, let us know in the comments below.
The sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shining.
Okay, so we got most of the stuff off of the racks. Got a couple things we're leaving for the buyers, just some paint for the house and stuff. All the stuff is waiting to probably go into a pod if we can get one at this late date. And we got a car full of stuff that's going to be dropped off. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.